Hello everybody and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. We are going to start the first of our Poe hunting in this episode, hopefully before the light comes back, because for those of you who don't know, you can only hunt Poes in darkness. It is impossible to hunt them when it is daytime out. So we're going to get the first ones in Kakariko Village. And I do believe there's 3 in Kakariko Village in total, so once we get 3, we'll be able to go back to Giovanni. First one, of course, is just floating in place. Of course, it's going to attack us like the jerk it is. I hate these Poes. They're so mean. Like, they're aggressive. Again, what did I ever do to you? Besides stealing your soul out of your chest, of course. So, that one's painfully obvious. Now, there is one that you have to pull a gravestone to get. Some of these are not pullable, obviously. This one is, so let's pull this one and see if it pops out. And if not, we're just going to have to pull a sequence of them until I can find it. There's a yellow rupee there, though, if we want it, which I'm not too keen on getting, because I don't need the money. And that Poe is stupid. Looks like I only needed to really get 2 of them to move, though, so that wasn't too bad. I can never hit these things. They're always like floating way too high in the air for me to actually hit them. I don't know why. There's our second one. And our next one is going to actually be back in Kakariko itself. To my knowledge, those are the only 2 in the actual graveyard we need to go and grab. So let's go back out. And the third Poe, if we can see him from here, and if these crows don't attack me, which I can hear them somewhere. I think the third Poe is actually up there, if you guys can see him. So I might need to get a little bit of help from one of my Goron buddies, if I can, to get up there. Because I don't know how else I can get up there, honestly. Can I go through Barnes' store? I don't actually remember. I think I can. Also, while I'm here, I didn't point this out last time, but Barnes actually did send us a letter for another type of bomb he's made. Whoa, now it's you. Yep, well, I finally got my entire bomb repertoire back in order, and ain't they a bunch of beauts? Alright, now take a good gander at Master Barnes' handmade bombs. So the last bomb you get is what's called a bombling. If you guys remember back in the Forest Temple, there's those little, like, bug sort of bombs, and this is essentially the same thing. It's a little prototype. These cute little bugs walk around and blow up all on their own. So I don't think I've ever used a bombling because they just seem really, really useless. But those are all the bombs that Barnes is going to get in his store. So figured I'd show that off while I'm here. It looks like we can get to where I need to go. Just climb a little higher, and the Poe should be over here. Oh, there's another one over here. Or is that the one I wasn't seeing? Oh, there's 2. Okay, wow. There are more Poes than I thought there was. Look at that. I do have a list, but I only really closely looked, or not really, I just kind of just looked at it briefly before I actually started to record the video. So, I didn't, oh my god, I didn't actually look at, are you serious right now? Why? I didn't actually see how many there were. Why, you guys? This is so... What the hell? Oh my god, get away. Oh, so much rage. I hate these stupid things. This isn't even difficult. I don't know why. I'm just not good at this. Fail. And as soon as daytime comes, all these Poes are going to disappear, which is a bummer. If I can at least grab this one, I'll be happy. Because there's also some on Death Mountain I have to grab, but I might have to come back for them later. Come on, Poe. I don't want to fall off the edge trying to grab you, so I'm going to try to lure you out here. And there. See, you weren't difficult to catch. Why couldn't you tell your friend that you could be that easy to catch? Oh, no. Whatever. Alright, so I think that's all the ones in Kakariko Village. Like I said, there's a few at Death Mountain. There's at least one that we've seen, that we've passed by before. I'm gonna go see if I can maybe grab that really quickly here. And then, because we have 20 Poes, I can probably honestly go back to Giovanni and see what our prize is for 20 of them, because we really haven't seen him in a really, really long time. He kind of just slipped through the cracks of existence, honestly. Poor guy. Alright, so, this side quest is when having a song change what time of day it is insanely useful. I don't even know why they took that out of this game. It just doesn't make any sense to me, but oh well. There is only one on Death Mountain, so once I have this one, we'll actually have all of the Poes in Kakariko Village. You can see he's up there, so I'm just gonna get a little help from this Goron. I think we passed this one by one time when we were coming here to get a heart piece that I got a little earlier. So get up here and grab this guy. I can never tell when daytime's gonna come. It's like it's mocking me because it's not quite dark, but it's not quite light, and it's just really difficult to tell what time of day it is. Come at me, Poe. Come on. There you go. You and you there. Yeah, see, I don't know why that one Poe is being such a jerk off, but... Alright, so there's our Poe soul. And since that takes care of all of the Poes that are in Kakariko, we should probably go back to Castletown. We don't need to go visit Giovanni at any specific time of day, so let's just go now. And it is honestly probably better to go at nighttime, because we do have to be a wolf to get in his house, I do believe. So... it's probably just a lot easier to go when there's no people to scare the living crap out of in Castletown. Except for the few people still in town, sorry. We'll give everybody a heart attack. And his house is in southern Castletown, I want to say. I think. It has actually been so long since I've been to his house that I forget, but I'm pretty sure his house is up here. Right this way. And of course it's all the cats. And can we dig? Yes, we can. So here we are back at Giovanni's house for the first time in what's probably like 30 or 40 videos. Last time we were here, this place was completely flooded. This was back when Midno was almost gonna die. So, yeah, obviously now that the water's drained, you can actually just dig and go through there and come to his house. And I don't think you can drop, obviously, his treasure chest is filled up, so you can't take this way to get to Hyrule Waterway, which at this point in the game you don't really need anyways. But, hey Giovanni, how's it going? Hey, look at that! We helped you a little bit. You did it! I can move again! This is all thanks to you, right? Oh, I have to thank you. Will this do? Alright, so for giving him 20 Poes, you get the Great Fairy's Tears and a bottle. So, I think the Great Fairy's potion is basically just like a 100% heal all, I think, from what I remember. Yeah, replenish life energy, and for a while, even boost your attack strength. Ahaha, I hear you can get this stuff in the cave on the western edge of the Gerudo Desert, too. Oh, good tips, thanks. But my body's still golden. Does this mean my soul is still not whole? That's strange. Maybe we need the soul of 60 ghosts? Yeah, this is what he doesn't tell you. He needs 60 of those suckers. Can I ask another favor of you, doggy? Can you defeat more ghosts? Just 38 more. Just 38 more? Are you serious? Yeah, so 20, you get kind of like his upper limbs moving, and I'm also assuming that his cat can move, because his cat was like stuck on the top of his head. I can't see my girlfriend looking like this. Doggy, please, defeat just 38 ghosts more. A lot of you said when I posted the first video where he was like really concerned about seeing his girlfriend, a lot of you seemed to think that he like had a reason to legitimately be upset, and he does, but I don't know, to me, if I was in his situation, I'd be way more concerned with just being able to move again, but that's just me, so we're done here. And it's so weird that the cats flock to you because you're a wolf. You don't understand I'm a dog? I hear voices coming from Giovanni's room, but I wonder if there's something keeping him from in there. It's funny. It's like he has a girlfriend, but yet he's like the crazy cat guy with like 1,000 cats. It's just kind of weird, I guess. Anyways, we're done here. The guard acts all tough. Alright, so now I think daytime is slowly approaching. I guess I can grab this Poe while I'm here. This is one of the Hyrule Field Poes, and Hyrule Field has got a lot of Poes, as one can imagine. Well, obviously because it's Hyrule Field. It's a big area. So I'm just gonna have to keep track on my list of which ones I've grabbed and which ones I haven't. I'll probably just start catching Poes as they come up, just because the time and the day and night system of this game is just so delicate, so easy to miss stuff. So I'll probably just pick up Poes as I see them. I was going to warp somewhere. I'll go over here so that Goron doesn't see me, and I can actually warp. Now it's kind of just a matter of opinion on where you want to go, because there are still so many Poes in the world, and the only area we've really 100%ed the Poes in is Kakariko and Death Mountain. So we still have the desert. There's still a few at Snow Peak. I could probably get those, because there's only, I think, 2 more to grab. Like I said, there's a ton in Hyrule Field. There's also a ton at Lake Hylia, like in between Lake Hylia and Zora's Domain. It's just there. That's a bulk of a lot of Poes. And then there's a few, I do believe, also down in this province, right down by Orden, and not the Sacred Grove, but I think there's a few in the area leading up to the Sacred Grove. So I guess I'm gonna warp to the desert. I'm gonna go to the Gerudo Mesa, and we'll probably knock out all the Poes here, because there's also a lot of Poes in the desert, which I said coming into this place. I mentioned that to you guys, there's a ton of Poes. So I guess I'm just gonna grab what ones I can before the video ends, and then if daytime comes, what I'll do is I'll just, you know, stop the video and wait until daytime comes again and just get the rest of the Poes. Alright. And I'm sure there's some other stuff I haven't explored in the desert since I got here. One thing I forgot to mention is that when you move the Bridge of Eldin, there's this little area here. Now this is what's called the Cave of Ordeals. It's in several Zelda games, and it's basically like a big dungeon of never-ending enemies. Well, it technically ends at some point, but you can't do that to the end of the game, which is why I haven't mentioned it. There's a few Poes in there as well, to my knowledge, that'll probably be the last Pose that I grab. But yeah, there's that, which is like an optional sort of dungeon. Of course I'll show that off later, but now it's just not the time for it. To me, there's just no point in going there right now because I just couldn't get to the bottom of it. So alright, since we got that Poe, I am going to try and get another one before this video ends. Some of you pointed out that night and day in the desert seems to go a lot quicker than in other areas, and I totally agree. It seems to last a lot longer, which is really nice for Poe hunting. It seems like nighttime lasts for quite a while, and daytime actually does last for quite a while too, but because there's so much space in the desert, what you can do is walk around, and you can get quite a few. You can get quite a bit done if it's your first time here, and you can just walk around and explore quite a bit of area. Now there's a bunch of Poes in one concentrated area, but I'm having a total brain fart on where it is. There's a cliff you can claw shot up to, and there's like 4 of them. I think it's over on this side of the desert, I do believe. But I need to try and avoid enemies and cracks and other things that the desert has. I think there's some in the area where the temple is as well. Yes, it's over here. So, yeah, see there's that Poe, and then I think in that area there's a hole you can dig, and there's another 2 Poes, so. Alright. So, let's see. Claw shot. I think I can do that. There we go. And let the Poe slaying commence. So yeah, not a lot of interesting sort of commentary for this, I guess, because we've seen every single one of these areas so far in the game. We've pretty much been everywhere now. And anything else, you know, I've shown off quite a bit of this place. I've shown off the caves and other crap where a lot of these Poes are hiding, so it's just a lot of backtracking at this point. But I'd rather do this all in like a bulk kind of quantity than just kind of getting Poe souls here and there haphazardly, because then I completely forget where it is I've gone. So I'm just gonna grab the last 2 Poes. There's 2, I do believe, in this cave. So I'm just gonna grab these guys, and then I will end the video. And these guys are especially vicious, which I think I mentioned the first time I'm coming into this cave, because you're in this like this little enclosed space until you destroy the boulders, and they are just like out to get you. So there we go. That's a weird camera angle, but anyways, there's another Poe soul. I took care of 4 of the desert Poes, and we are now up to 27, so we're 10 Poes more than what we had, I think, 2 videos ago, so we're not doing too badly. Alright guys, so that's it for me. Thank you so very much for watching. We will continue getting the rest of the desert Poes in the next video.